glasses.
Okay, yep. Yeah, make sure you can see. So the left-hand one was, as I said before, setup-wise it was good. Yes, there was a little bit of tension there, maybe at address, but generally speaking, we're in a good position, okay? As I said, when you're at the top of the backswing, even your practice swing there looks quite narrow. I mean, your right arm there, as much as it's tough to see, there's definitely more than 90-degree angle there in that right bicep. I know from a sort of angle this way, it wouldn't be as much as that looks there, but there's certainly a good amount there, not keeping this width, okay? Club's in a fairly square position as you get to that position, but because you've bent a lot with your right arm there now, when you come back to the golf club, that club's going to get a little bit more open. And then when you come back to the golf ball, it's going to encourage that shape of shot. And the way you fixed that was coming steeper outside the line, trying to swing it in this direction to the left, which then caused the really high one and the ball coming down. Or if you've gone under the ball and you've hit it too high, then you lift the club a little bit higher and you get the really low one that just knuckle balls down the fairway. It might go straight, but it doesn't look very picturesque in terms of a good quality shot. So and if you look at where you practiced, so that was your backswing there, okay? That's your practice, okay? Then when you put a ball in the way, that's your real. Now then, this is your practice. Looks a bit different, doesn't it, yeah?
It really does, yeah.
Pushing it away, getting wider, okay? Here is your real. There you go. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, that doesn't look that dissimilar to where you kind of practice, okay? Your arm's a little bit higher, certainly, but where you were practicing and where you go to is often two different things, okay? That's very different there. I mean, your left arm is sort of collapsing, the right elbow's tucked in. For me, there's a bit more width here with this right arm. You're pushing that arm away. You're taking the club back wider. As we come back to the golf ball, when you come back to the golf ball now, the club is coming down on a slightly more shallow angle here, okay, into the golf ball. As you strike the golf ball here now, that ball hitting the middle part of the white line there. Nice flight, and just turned a bit to the left. Now, the reason why you got a few drawier ones early on and a hooky one there to finish with, because your club in this position on the left-hand side is going to notoriously create that kind of shot. One of the things you would then try and do is kind of like roll your arms or flick your arms over. And that would square the club face up. But when you don't need to square the club face up because the club face is already square, so look at that door there now, don't open. You won't walk past that door, I've got to pull it closed more. It's already closed, leave it. Tough to do in trust because if you've seen a lot of shots curving off to the right, your instincts are like, I've got to use my hands, I've got to try and roll my hands over, The hands really, if you're going to try and hit the sort of back of this chair now, you should be doing this, That way. I shouldn't feel the need to go that way. If I have to do this, it's because my arm has gone from here and gone and bent, and now I'm like, oh, hang on, that's not going to work. I better flip my hands over. It's going to hurt. So you've got to make sure we get that club face back in a good position so we're staying wider. You can see now at this position how much longer your left arm looks. Now, I'm not saying for 1 second, click the left arm straight, but by keeping your right arm further away, your left arm has to stay more extended. You're maintaining that width by not keeping a joint straight, by locking out the arm. And if you lock your arm, you can't turn. If you can't turn, you can't keep your right arm wide. If you can't keep your left arm bent. So very often by keeping one thing straight, or trying to keep one thing straight, cause you more of a negative outcome in the first place. So it's going to feel more of a stretch. That club's going to get in a very different position. In some ways, as we said before, always practice and exaggerate it where you can get to there. That if you can get to there, that would be perfect. Now you can get to there because you prove it to me. You can get there. It's now doing it when there's a little white thing down here that wants to be hit. That'll take some practice, obviously, and that's where we said the practice is going to come from, okay? But if you look at those two images there...
too upright?
No, not at all. It's fine. No, it's fine. I mean, in terms of your sort of start position there now, okay? No, move up a smidgen, but not enough to be an issue for me. And I think when you come back to the ball there, there's no real change with your spine angle there. That's enough to think, oh, God, he's got to... You're not sort of moving up and down like a yo-yo. So, again, from your point of view, your focus for me now is about turning more. If you try not to stand up more, you'll turn less. So yes, maybe in time you'll make a few swings where you think, I'm going to return, and you start doing this, then yes, we maybe sort of like say, hang on, put the brakes on. And that's why I say in terms of communication between sessions or when you're practicing, send a video through. If you send a video through and you're there, I'll go, you're absolutely fine. If you send a video through, Paul, and you're up there, I go, hang on, Paul, well, you're turning too much. And because of that, you're now trying to do it this way, People often, they fake a turn, It's easier. All right? Does that make sense?
It does.
Good man, very good.